Hello, I'm Henry. Let's review my trade today on Cardano. My chart setup at the top here of the charts are candlesticks in the mid-level, and the gray is a volume profile, and the bottom in the blue is momentum indicator. So this area right here, we'll start here. This is the U.S. Open. This purple line that you see here on the chart, this is the Camarilla pivot S3. This purple line that you see right here, this is the Camarilla pivot S4. This yellow line that you see here, this is not a price level. This just helps me to differentiate average and above average volume profiles very easily. So we have here at the open, high volume, sellers are in control, and sellers are able to move the price below S3. And here we have around lunchtime hour during the U.S. market, sellers have momentum and are able to move the price from the S3 level down to test the S4 level down here. My signal to go short is if any currency pair price sells off below S4, which this did here in the lunchtime hour. So we'll zoom in and take a look at my entries. So here at about 155 here, we can see we break through. I had been waiting for a while for Cardano, so my psychology was not where I would like it to be when I took this trade. I believe it was Ethereum had broken down, or potentially Bitcoin, and I wasn't able to get as tight of a stop as I wanted as it was going through S4. But I took an entry here before pullback, which I wasn't happy about, but I was in there, put my stop. I put my stop up here. And then we have price action, pulls back, barely breaks out, pulls back. When we have this candle right here that's at, I believe, what is this, 206, it didn't break above this level. So it gave me confidence that this level, okay, my bad. This was my stop here. This was my secondary stop here. So when I took this entry, I took this stop. As I mentioned, my psychology was a mess, and I said, hey, if this thing steamrolls through, I want to be in here nice and tight for the move down. In case it was like a Bitcoin or Ethereum, where when they crossed the level, when they broke through S4, sellers were able to keep them below S4, and they didn't come back. This was not the case today with Cardano. But Cardano came back, tested this level here. This level held. So I thought, okay, maybe we're going to go down in a hurry. This is just the climax of the pullback right here. So I took another position right here. And we can see this level did hold up until right here, up until around about 220. This candle right here comes above the level, and I stop out of both positions right here. So I'm continuing to watch as the price action pulls back from this S4 breakout. Here, I notice, what do we have here? I think this is 235. Here, if you'll notice the momentum indicator, the sellers retake control of momentum here. So the signals that I'm seeing with the high volume profile right here, and the sellers taking control, also having a lot of wicks and things up here at the top, knowing that I'm near where I want to take my entry anyway based on pullback. I take an entry here at 235. So it sells off They find support here at this level, comes back up to test again. So I put my stop up here. My stop for this entry right here is up here. For this entry right here, let's go in and take a closer look. Here at 305. In reality, if I was waiting for an entry that I would prefer, I would have taken an entry right here in this candle. What is this, 16? Right about, yeah, about 316. This is where I would normally take an entry, but Cardano was the way that the pullback was, or the way that I was managing the pullback. I wanted to get a tighter stop as possible back here with this same stop that's here. So I took an entry early, and if you can see here, the momentum, buyers have momentum, so the price is high, which is fine. I preferably like to enter a trade when whether I'm buying or selling with the group that I'm participating with. So if I'm selling, I want to look for entries with sellers in control. If I'm buying, I want to look for entries with buyers in control of momentum. In this particular situation, if I would have waited for that, then I would have been able to take an entry here, looking at the control level here, or an entry here, looking at the control level here. I took this solely because I wanted to have a matching stop, and I wanted to have the highest stop possible. One, to get the best price, but I'm not concerned about that so much. It was taking on a larger size, so I've been scaling up throughout the day, and I was more interested in protecting my stop as opposed to trying to enter where I normally would, knowing that I'd likely face some more pullback. So not my most technically sound entry based on how I prefer to trade in order to maintain discipline or be safe, but the way that this particular currency pair was behaving, I wanted to be a lot more defensive, even though it caused me not to wait for the confirmations that I would normally wait for. And then we'll continue to scroll down, and we can see here that being the U.S. Open in the afternoon, or the U.S. in the afternoon. We've just kind of trailed off here. We can see here, this is the open of the crypto market, and we can see here sellers have a lot of momentum, and they've been able to move the price lower here. And if we come up here on the daily, we can see really big day before yesterday, gave most of it back, or at least almost half of it back, and today we're selling off again. So we'll see how this goes. Thanks for checking out my trade. See you next time.